Hey everyone, welcome to Art Time with me, Damien Rowe. Now it's time to make a cactus key hanger. First you're going to need some scrap cardboard, just like this, and a fizzy drinks bottle. And get yourself some PVA glue. You need that later on, okay? Alright then. First, get a compass and just draw out a small circle around the size of a sticky tape circle. So, or you can just place the sticky tape down and draw a circle around that. I'll just show you, just like this. You can just place the tape down and draw a slight circle around it, just to make it nice and neat. Or you can use your compass like I said. And then just measure out the size of the tape, okay, with the compass. And just make sure it's a slight bit bigger than the sticky tape. And just draw a circle, a nice bigger circle here. Okay, just there you go, just a nice big circle with the compass, just all the way around, just so you can get a nice neat circle. Okay, or you can use a bigger lid like this, a plastic lid. They're great to keep, just to kind of draw, you know, really good circles around them, get it nice and even. But you can use a sticky tape or the compass if you have one. If not, just look around for something. Just make sure it's slightly bigger than the sticky tape. Okay, I just draw 2 circles here. Alright, just put those away for 1 minute. Now, we're going to be drawing just about the length of the sticky tape itself, the length of that, a line across the bottom here, and just cut yourself a piece of cardboard off like this. Cut yourself off a piece of cardboard, look, just like this, a length of card, all the way along, about the length, the height of the sticky tape, just so you can see that, just the height of the sticky tape, and make sure that it wraps around the size of the sticky tape. Okay, make sure it wraps around the sticky tape like that. Okay, so you get a nice kind of circle. Alright, so just cut that off. And then if you cut another long strip of cardboard, just like this, another long strip, the same length, just slightly thinner, okay, just slightly thinner. It can be really any lengths you want, because this is going to be the pot for the little cactus. We're going to make a cactus that holds your keys. So he's going to be in a little pot to make it look like he's growing from the pot, okay. So this is, just get your card like that and cut it into the shape of the sticky tape, and then just cut a little one slightly thinner, like that. Okay. So now we just cut out those big circles that we made very quickly. You can do them nice and neat at home. I'm just going to cut them out very quickly here on Art Time, just to show you a basic idea of what to do. We're just going to be making a pot right now, and then we come in and make the cactus. Okay, so cactus key holder I'm making now, and this is going to be for the base of the pot. Now all you need for the pot is just the cardboard and the sticky tape. Here we go. We're going to have this here like that, and this part. So this big circle here is for the top, and that's for the bottom, and that's going to be the rim around the pot. Have you ever seen a flower pot? It has like a little rim around the top. So just get rid of my other cardboard there. Now, first we're going to just stick this together like this in a nice kind of circle like that. So you can almost see the kind of pot shape taking place, just to kind of like that. So I'll just get some sticky tape. And like I said, I'm just doing it very quickly here on Art Time, just to show you what it's like. But you can take more time with it at home. And the more time you take with something, the neater it gets, and the better it'll turn out. Just to show you the basic idea of what it's like. A simple kind of circle, you know, nothing too hard about that. And then we just take the bigger circle that we got, and just take the smaller strip of card, stick that into place. Now you can use as much tape as you want to this, just to make it nice and secure. Okay, just make a nice hoop like that. Very simple. So 1 hoop and 2 hoop. Just one is thicker than the other and slightly bigger. Okay, now next I'm going to put on the base. So just cover this all with tape like that. Okay, just stick it all on it. Just underneath the base we're making now for the pot here. And all this is going to be painted with any kind of colour you want to make it nice and you know, make it nice and realistic looking. At the moment it's just cardboard, but you'll see what I'm doing now in a second. I'll show it to you. Just keep as much tape on this as you can, just to keep it all nice and secure and make sure it's all nice and strong. Okay, so that's the first kind of part here. Now, the second part is the top, the big circle that we cut out. So I'm just going to stick the top hoop to this. Just get as much tape as you can here. Okay, just get as much sticky tape as you can here. Now, I'm just going to stick this onto the top here like that. Stick it here. Perfect. Okay, this is the only kind of construction kind of part of this one, where you just have to kind of take your time and just make this, just make sure it's all stuck together like that. Now I'm just making the top part here, just like that. Okay, all that's made like that, and then you just stick that to the top. Okay, so you have your top kind of part of your pot. Alright, when that's all stuck together, it should turn out a bit like this one. Okay, so that's my pot that I made. Now you see what I did there was just the circle, the big circle that I cut out, the smaller strip around the top, so I said the kind of edge so all the clay can fit in. We're going to be making a PVA and paper clay to make it look like it's real clay inside there soon. So it's just a tube and a smaller tube, and I used the sticky tape as a circle to kind of use out, and a bigger lid, but like I said, you can use a compass if you have one. So, and there you go, make sure it's all stuck nice with the sticky tape all around, and it's going to be painted up soon. So I'll just leave my pot there now, just for a minute, just to show you. Okay, so that's your cardboard pot. Next, get yourself a fizzy drinks bottle. Okay, just set that down, a small fizzy drinks bottle now, just a small fizzy drinks bottle like this. And now just get yourself, okay, I'll just set down this for a second, and get yourself some PVA glue. Now PVA glue is very good for, you know, sticking things together. It's very fast drying, and you can mix it with water. Okay, you can mix it with water to dilute it, and it's very good for that. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to make a paper mache, and I'm going to cover the fizzy drinks bottle with layers of kitchen roll. Okay, now you can use newspaper if you want to, but newspaper can be kind of hard for this one, so I'm going to use just nice soft kind of kitchen roll. Alright, and I'm going to cover the whole bottle. But before I do that, I'm going to take back my cardboard that I made here, and I'm going to draw out, on the cactus he's going to have almost two little arms so that the keys can be held up. So I'm going to draw out two small, just little, almost like little finger shapes, kind of draw out little finger shapes here on our time. Okay, just like that. If you can see that there now, I'll just show them to you now, I hope you can see that. Just two little kind of shapes, and I'm going to cut these out. Okay, we're going to just cut out these little shapes here now. Alright, looking good already. It takes a little bit of time to do this one, but if you just do it slowly as you can, and so you get the basic, I'm just showing you a basic idea here today, what to do. Okay, so just these little arms, because these are what's going to be holding up the keys at the end when he's finished. I'm just going to show you this now. All the keys are going to be placed on here. So take your bottle back up and turn it upside down. Make sure that the cap lid is at the bottom. Okay, so just hold it there in place. And then just get yourself some more sticky tape and just tape the arm into place onto the bottle. Okay. Alright there. You see what I've done there? I just stuck it onto the side of the bottle, just like this one here. And I'll just show you this one now as well. Very quickly I'll just stick it on just to show you what the idea is behind this. Stick it on like that. Okay, now don't make it too the same like that. Maybe put it down slightly, because you know, if you ever see a cactus, you know, they grow kind of oddly, they're all kind of funny shapes. So they can be any shape you want really, but that's what I'm going to be doing. So you can stick your key, hang your keys onto the little arms. Okay, so just take your fizzy drinks bottle, cut it to the little small arms, and just stick it to the sides like that. Alright, and next you get your kitchen roll. Okay, just get your kitchen roll and get a nice thick brush like this and dip it in to the PVA glue. Okay, and just maybe cover the bottle with the PVA glue like this. Hold it at the base so none of it gets on your hands, but it's okay. It's safe to, you know, it's safe if it gets on your skin. You can just wash it off. It's just sticky glue. It's no harm. non-toxic. Okay, so just cover the bottle, parts of the bottle, parts of the arms you can also cover. I'm just doing this quickly here to show you. Get the brush down, and then just get the layers of the kitchen roll and wrap the bottle up. Just let that, wrap all the bottle up like this. Very simply, just wrap the bottle. Okay, just get another few layers. Just doing this very quickly now to show you. Okay, now the great thing about this is, you might wonder what I'm actually doing, but when you cover the whole bottle with PVA glue, it dries out nice and hard. So if you leave this for a day, just overnight, or even if a couple of hours on a nice warm day, it'll dry out for you. Okay, it'll dry nice and, you know, hard and tough, almost like a plastic. Okay, so just cover the whole bottle with the PVA glue. Alright, I'm just doing this fast now to show you here. And even around the arms, you can kind of scrunch it up and kind of stick it to the arms, or wrap it around the arm here. Just show you that, hope you can see that. Just wrap it around, okay? Cover the whole thing with about 2 layers of the PVA glue and paper, okay? Cover the whole bottle with the PVA glue and paper, alright? Just like that. Now set that aside to dry. And then, the next time, it should be dry like this. Okay, that's the same thing I did. I just got a bottle, turned it upside down, stuck the 2 arms on the side, and as you can see now it's gone all kind of hard here. Now what I've done here, I've scrumpled up little bits of paper and made a little mouth shape. Very simple little kind of, you know, a little upside down C shape, just a little thing there. And it looks like it's kind of like a sculpture almost, because you can dip it in, and like I'll show you, you can dip it in, take off little small bits of the paper and just stick it into the PVA glue, and you can mold it on here. And on the top of his head I've made almost little flowers that come off the cactus. If you ever see a cactus, they make little flowers. So all the flowers were just tiny little bits scrumpled up on the tip of your finger and dip them in and just stick them on, and you can put as many as you want on here. Okay? And that's your cactus. Okay, that's your cactus, PVA cactus, and the cardboard pot. Okay? Perfect. Alright. So the next job now, I'm just going to paint them. Okay? So I'm going to get some acrylic paint. Alright? I'm not going to dilute the paint this time. You can dilute the paint with water to make it nice and dilute. You know, if you put water in acrylic paint, you can get a lot more out of it, but I'm going to use this undiluted. And I'm just going to start to paint a nice green. Cactus are a nice kind of green colour. Just, if you can see that, I hope you can see that now. Just paint the whole thing green. Okay, just like that, all green here. Alright, all green. Just to show you really quickly. All green. Just cover them all green like this. Just nice kind of green colour here. And if you want to mix in a little bit of yellow, just to get that kind of, you know, different kind of texture and tones in the thing, to make it look like it's not all the one kind of colour. Just make sure it's all green and yellow here. Okay, I'm just doing this really quickly to show you. Just paint it all nice with the acrylic, green and yellow. It's very nice. Nice kind of strong bold colours. And the idea is to make it so it doesn't look like the bottle anymore. Remember, it was just a bottle covered in the PVA glue and the paper, very simply. And now it's nearly a cactus. You can see the kind of shape coming in. I'll just paint on his arms here now, just to show you. Just paint on his arms really quickly here. Just paint on the arms here now. You can see what I'm doing, just covering the paint very quickly here, just to show you. But take your time at home. You can, if you take your time with this, it'll come out very, very well. It'll come out nice and neatly now. Alright, great. Now you can just see what I've done there, very quickly, just to show you. You have more time yourself at home to do this. Cover the bottle with the PVA glue, the little arms at the side, the little mouth, the little flowers, just paint it all, acrylic. Now I'll show you a little bit of the, set my brush down, a little bit of the yellow. I'll paint a little bit of the yellow flowers on the top, just to show you that. Little bits of yellow flowers on top there, on the top of the cactus like that, can be painted. Okay, so that's the yellow on the top of the cactus, just like that, to make those little flowers like this. And like I said, you can tap it all in there. Mix the yellow in with the green to get that kind of nice cactusy colour. Okay, alright. Now, next thing to do is, we just set this aside for 1 second. And I'll show you one other little thing. He's going to be wearing glasses, the cactus, so I'm just going to draw a little pair of glasses. Now if you ever see glasses kind of shades, they're just kind of like little hoop shapes and little earpieces here, so I'm just going to draw these out very quickly here to show you what he's going to look like. Just like that. Simple little glasses, you know, little shades, cartoon kind of glasses. I'll cut these out very quickly just to show you here now on art time. Alright. Okay, just nice and shades. Just because he's out in the sun, you know, he needs to look cool and you know, he wants to keep the sun off his face, so he's going to have his little shades on here. Okay. Just discard my cardboard. Now you can see that little shape I made, just right there. Little glasses I made, and you can kind of curve in the edges here so that they fit around the cactus. Now these are going to be painted later on. Let me just bring my bottle back up to show you, and they will stick onto his face like that. Okay. Now next, I'm going to just show you a little bit of painting on the pot. Paint the pot. Now I'm going to paint my pot nice and orange, so I'm going to get red and yellow. Red and yellow, very simple, and I'm just going to put it on very quickly there. I hope you can see that. Just paint the pot all nice and, you know, nice kind of orangey colour, really kind of warm colour this one is. And you can paint it any colour you want. You can paint it blue, you know, pink, green, purple, any colour you want. I'm just going to, for just this time, I'm going to paint this nice orange. Now all the little sticky tape that you put on it, you won't see that anymore because it's going to be covered with paint. Alright? That's the great thing about acrylic paint, it covers over a lot of work that you do, like that. Okay? You can see it all nice. And it's starting to look like a pot now. Once it's painted, it takes away the kind of cardboard look, and when things are painted, that's what makes it look how it is. It's because of the paint. Okay? Okay, just cover it all over, 1 or 2 layers of the paint if you want. Just paint it all nice, like that, so you have a nice painted pot. Now all that was, like I showed you, just the kind of the cardboard, you know, the cardboard cylinder, and the top one was kind of thinner. And I got 2 circles at the top and bottom and stuck it all together. Okay? Now let me just set this part aside just here for a moment. I'll just leave it here so you can see it. Okay, set my brush down. Now, you're going to want to make yourself some soil. Okay, so I'm just going to scrumple up these bits, little bits of kitchen roll, and dip it all into the PVA glue and put it into the top of the pot. Just like that, all around the edges of the pot, inside. I'll just leave that there so you can see it. Scrumple it all up, dip it into the PVA glue, and just leave it all to dry, all scrumpled all around the edges. Okay? And then, while you're doing that, hold on to the bottle and stick it in like that. Now you can almost see the kind of cactus and the pot coming together. Alright? You can almost see that. The cactus and the pot come together. Just like that. Alright? Perfect. Now what you want to do is then, when that's all, leave that to dry, these 2 parts to dry, alright? And come in then and just paint your, mix up some colours to get a nice brown kind of colour. Okay? Nice kind of brown kind of colour. You can mix blue, red and yellow together. And just paint in all that clay that I showed you. Paint it all in around there. So you have your, it's all nice and painted. And it will look like real soil, like real clay. So you have your cardboard pot that I cut out, the cylinders all together and the circles. Taped it all up, painted it all, got my bottle, my fizzy drinks bottle, turned it upside down, covered it with 2 layers of PVA glue, got my little arms, stuck them on, cut out the little glasses that I showed you, put them on. You can add in the flowers and the mouth later on. Alright? Now you don't need any glue in terms of like sticking it together, because the PVA glue will stick it together for you when you have all the soil in. That's what will keep the bottle to the pot. Okay? Alright, so you can hang all your keys on it. So I'm going to set this aside now. I'm going to show you the real pot right here. Okay? Let me just clear off the desk here. Now, and here he is. Your cactus key hanger. Okay? Very simple, just like I showed you. Alright? I painted his glasses black and I added a little bit of white highlights just to give it that cartoon effect. You know, and I just painted, like I showed you, I painted the flowers yellow, and I painted the whole thing green, the whole cactus green, just like that. And I even added a little bit of detail, little crumpled up lines of the kitchen roll dipped in the PVA glue. And I just made little lines down here. You can add that in later on yourself, just to give that extra detail all the way around down here. And like I said, I painted them green, mixed it with the yellow to give that nice kind of cactusy look. Alright, and there's the pot. I just painted all the pot red and orange like that, and I got some black acrylic and I just painted on all the spiral designs, but you can do any design you want on them yourself. I just showed you very fast there what to do. Okay, and even the back is all painted too, just like that. Okay, so just to show you again, it was a fizzy drinks bottle turned upside down, all the paper, the cardboard pot, just like that, and all the paper, PVA glue, stuck it all together so it doesn't budge and it doesn't move. Okay, it's all secured. Now the next thing is, it's a key holder, so if you want to hang your key on, just put them down and just hang your key onto his arm, like that. So you never have to wonder where your keys are anymore. Okay? You should fit on both arms, just hang your key on like that. Perfect. And just hang all as many keys you want, I just have one there just to show you what to do. Okay, so there he is, your little cactus key hanger. So, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye. Now where did I leave my keys? Oh yes. Bye bye.